Steve Tober of Sideline Chatter with Coach Randy Daniel of Orange High School. The Tornadoes looking for a big year in 2010. And Randy, you're coming off a great performance last December at Giant Stadium. Many people impressed with your performance against Summit. 28-19 the final score, but you guys really came to play that night.
Oh yeah, that was a great game. Summit was a good team. It was undefeated. It was averaging about 40 points a game. We thought we had it really, but they better team won,
And you guys had some great games at the end of the year. You came back, beat a Caldwell team that had spanked you pretty good when you did not have Cortez Hunter and Knight. And that's all part of the big picture of, of doing what you have to do to keep the young man in the right place. And he came through, he came back in good standing and had a great game in the playoff. You really made a nice finish. And when teams can finish strong, that's a great sign of a football team.
Oh, no doubt. Anytime you can make it to the state championship game, that's a good season. And I got to compliment Hunter for responding, because he could have gone in the tank, but he responded. He came back and led his team, and we were right there, knocking at the door.
And one thing you've done in 15 years, discipline, fitness. You got to have those kind of ingredients: camaraderie, teamwork. Football, you can't get away without those ingredients.
Oh, no doubt. One thing we really stress: win, lose, or tie. You got to come to practice. You got to have discipline. You got a off-season program. It's a program. We've turned out 2 professional players. We had a great amount of All-Americans. Maybe 80-70% of the kids go to school. So, we've stressed that. That's part of the whole program, the big picture.
Jay Alford, excellent lineman. Corey Boyd, what a tremendous all-around athlete he was at Orange. And your brother Eugene Daniel played in the NFL, so you know about the NFL. But you produced athletes all over the map. And this year you got a bunch of them: Daquan Boyd, Malcolm Bagley, Cortez Hunter. The big lineman Marquise Monroe. You've got some athletes here.
Oh yeah, this group, when they came here as freshmen, their goal was to try to win a state championship. The Pop Warner program, they started it. This group won a championship in Pop Warner, so they came here with a championship attitude. They didn't come here just to be glad to be on the team. They really, in their minds, last year they wanted to win it, and they still got that same goal this year.
Yeah, that's the beginning with Hunter, a tremendous quarterback, great talent. The young man, he should be ready for a really breakout senior year. Maybe the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the county for sure.
Yeah, he's unreal. He's definitely the top quarterback in the county. I can't see nobody in the county better than him. You're talking a 4-year starter, and this year he's more focused than he ever been. So he's ready. He looked good in the preseason.
And how about Boyd at linebacker? Dennis McCarthy, the McCarthy Report. Whatever credence people want to place in it, had him in the top 10 in Essex County, but a player certainly has been there for 4 years and is good size, very rangy linebacker.
Yeah, we looking forward to him too. Yeah, he kind of like the heart and soul of the defensive unit.
And how about the receiving of Bagley, who really rose to the occasion the second half of the year?
I don't think there's a receiver in this county better than him. He's one of the top receivers that's been in this program. The guy's hands is phenomenal. He runs great routes. He you put it there, he's coming up with it. He's definitely, now he's a Division I receiver.
Yeah, great size. And how about Monroe leading the line? Is your line going to be in pretty good shape this year?
That's what we're weak at. The skill position, I think we can play with anyone. And you said those guys, but we also have a guy like 6'6", Ryan Langham, that's gonna play tight end for us. And we have another guy, DeAndre Long, a receiver. He went down the combine and ran a 4.4. So in the skill position, Anthony LeGrier, running back, one of the top running backs in the county. So in the skill position, we can play with anybody in the county. But up front, that's what we're weak at. We only got 1 returning starter.
Well, you're probably in the same boat with a lot of teams. I know Caldwell has some questions on the line. Many teams do. But you look at your schedule: Shabazz opener, Darnell Grant's debut. A lot of people don't know what to expect from Shabazz. They've got a couple new players, a new coach. That could be a tough opener. I'm sure you're focused on that.
No doubt, it will be. Those guys are fired up. It's a new system, a new idea. Grant did well at Irvington, so in their mind, they coming to beat us. I know. I'm telling our guys, don't sleep on them guys, because they coming here to win.
And we're doing a county preview the other day. We're talking about the small schools, and you're going to play some of them: Glen Ridge, Verona, Cedar Grove, Caldwell. Those teams are all going to be highly competitive.
The teams are great. Glen Ridge got some great receiver, a tight end coming back. Caldwell, they're always good. And Cedar Grove, year in and year out. Verona, they got a couple guys in play big time football over there. So it's no easy games.
But Coach, on a plus side, from the old Northern Hills Conference Skyline Division, we were playing a lot of parochial teams, a lot of teams that can attract players from a wide geographic area. At least now it's a little more realistic schedule-wise for the Essex County teams like yourself.
Now we got a chance. Everybody got a chance. We'll go into the season, say 2 years ago, an 8-game schedule. We lost 4 games before the season even started. We playing DePaul, Del Barton, PCT, and then years they'll put a Hoboken on our schedule, or they'll put Pope John. It's like, we had to win all 4 to get in. But now you can make a couple mistakes, you can slip, you still got a chance of getting the playoff.
This team's certainly shooting for that North 2 Group 2 title this year, and it's going to be a wide open picture, but you got to begin quick. A quick start is going to be monumental for you guys.
No doubt about it. And Shabazz coming down, make no mistake, they coming down here to beat us. So, we got to be ready. Like I told the kids, last year we snuck on people. This year it's different when you being hunted. And they coming down here, we got a bullseye on our chest, and if we're not ready, they're going to blow us out.
It could be the best team perhaps since 2005. As we say on paper, I'll never forget that game on a freezing night here at Bell Stadium against Chatham. You lost on the last drive of the game, I think 26-22. You were a top seed that year. You don't like to remember that, but you played some tough games that year. And this team has the makings of that kind of potential for an Orange team.
This team reminds me of that year. It's the same type team we had, where we had superior skills, but up front we wasn't as well. This identical team of that team. And make no mistake, at Orange High, we are serious about football. We got a 12-month program.
And Randy, just before we close out, you have a couple of interesting veteran coaches from the Caldwell staff with you, Frank David, Andy Durborough, and it's great to have gentlemen like that working with you as well.
There's no doubt. They bring, experience. They bring championship attitude, and they're able to stabilize the staff. And then also, Mike Pizzi from West Orange was here. And then you include that with my longtime coach, Mark Robertson. He's been with me all 15 years. He really is the heart and soul of the program. I mean, he's the one that, he's the backbone of this program. And then I got a couple, all the rest of the coaches are former players. So, they're young. We got every generation here.
It's interesting. And you appreciate this, obviously. There's no sport like football in terms of the assistant coaches being vital. I mean, every head coach has its own ego, but you can't get by without good assistant coaches.
There's no way you can get by. I realize you can't do it all. It's too much to do. You need good coaches. That's why when this group came in as freshmen, just so happened a couple openings happened on the staff. I got in touch with those. Me and Andy had been friends for years. And I told Andy, I sat down and said, hey, look, I got a good group coming in. I really want some good coaches with this group. I said, if you're interested, I would like to have you on the staff. We talked. We've been friends for back in the past. And then he brought on Frankie. Then we saw Mike. Mike just, wasn't working. Asked Mike, did he want to work? We brought them on. We add them on to what we already had. And I thought right now we got a real good staff.
Well, Randy, it's shaping up to be an exciting season for Orange football. And best of luck here at Bell Stadium and on the road in 2010.
Thank you.
Randy Daniel, the 15th year coach of Orange High School. From Bell Stadium, I'm Steve Tober.